Copped a lot of hate ever since UFC 300, and he's felt the need to go onto his YouTube channel and defend the way that he sold us the fight. The way that he acted at the press conference, the way that he acted during the walkouts, when Poatan was doing his walkout and he shot his arrow across into the cage and Jamahal Hill grabbed the arrow and snapped it over his knee. The Easter Island head water bottle thing that Jamahal Hill brought out with the punched up bloody lip, and just everything that went into UFC 300. Listen to Jamahal Hill talk about it on his YouTube channel.
Just for the simple fact, a lot of people didn't like how I sold the fight. They didn't like the build up to the fight. They don't like me personally. So the heat from the press conference, everything, that was just fiery competitors. I'm a heated competitor. I play basketball. I'm one of those guys that gets fired up and I'm gonna get in your face, and I come with a lot of intensity. That rubbed people the wrong way. It is what it is. I'm gonna continue to be who I am.
Now look, does Jamahal Hill come across as the kind of guy that has a big chip on his shoulder? Yeah, he does, right? But I mean, also, did he get slept at UFC 300 pretty brutally? Yeah, he did. And now he's coming out as sort of like the butt of the joke in the UFC community, right? But fighters like Jamahal Hill, right? Fighters like Jamaal Hill, like Alexander Volkanovski with Old Man Volk. Remember this?
Just having a bit of fun with it, you know what I mean? So you got to do it, for the people as well. So everyone appreciated the outfit, so I wanted to do it in person.
And fighters like Colby Covington.
Together for Colby Chaos Covington.
Fighters that go out there on the big screen and go out there and give us something on the big stage at the press conference to those fighters. To fighters like Jamahal Hill and Alexander Volkanovski and Colby Covington, I don't think this gets said enough, especially from this side of the MMA fandom. From the MMA fandom that is incredibly vocal, putting their thoughts out there, actively looking for a way to engage with you, the fighters, to sort of bridge the gap between the MMA fights and what is happening in the cage. From all of us, thank you. Sincerely, thank you. It never, ever gets said. And this whole video is to look at Jamahal Hill and Volkanovski and Colby Covington and all those fighters out there, bloody Bobby Green, the ones that actually try and make it a little bit entertaining for us. Thank you. Do not stop. I know the edits and the shit posting must get so annoying to you. I mean, being a cage fighter, I can understand that being a cage fighter, you need to have an ego, a massive ego. How could you not have an ego? Your job is to strip down into your boxes, go into a locked cage with another dude, try and knock each other out in front of tens of thousands of drunk people while girls in bikinis walk around the cage. God, I love this sport. I love this sport. I love this sport. How dare the bleeding hearts try and ruin it for us? This sport is amazing. Anyway, how can you not have an ego after what I just described to you? Obviously, those people, those cage fighters, have an ego. But every single month, without fail, the UFC have put on a pay-per-view. And every single month, without fail, the majority of fighters on that pay-per-view will give the fans the exact same 2 sentences, month in and month out. No joke. There's over 700 athletes in the UFC. There's 1 pay-per-view per month, and every month we get 2 answers. You ready for them? Trained really hard this week. Can't wait to show the work. We'll find out on Saturday night. That's it. Honestly, it would be better, right? It would be better if we could get Brooklyn Wren to just walk up and down the pre-fight press conference stage in her bikini again, right? With a 1 or 2 card to signify answer 1 or 2. That would be more interesting than listening to another weight-cutting, dehydrated fighter say those 2 goddamn lines one more time. And then on the opposite side of that, on the opposite side of these poor, dehydrating human beings that are just trying to get through their media obligations, you've got the horrible MMA media. The people who, because they work for corporate media companies, they're not allowed to have any personality because any misstep could lead to a HR complaint back at the office on Monday. Any question that offends a certain group of the blue-haired loudmouths out there could get them in trouble with HR. Or if they ask a question that sort of offends the UFC or riles up Dana White the wrong way, they could lose their press pass. Or if one of the questions they ask, heaven forbid, insults one of the fighters out there, they don't get interviews with the fighters anymore. So now they're no good to the MMA media company that they work for. So we get the same 3 questions from NPC media member number 204. And how could we not? They're not allowed to ask any good questions. Otherwise, all those things would happen to them. Here are the 3 same questions that you're going to get every single media day. How are you planning to win this weekend? Did you expect this from the crowd? Dana, I'm from Namibia. Is the UFC planning to go to Namibia anytime soon? Oh, like honestly, what about, right? We just get Chrissy Blair back in her bikini and she holds up a 1, 2, or 3 card, right? Walking up and down where the crowd is. And then Brooklyn Wren can walk up and down in front of the fighters in her bikini with her 1 or 2 card. That would be way better, way better. And then you've got the fighters who barely know any English. No offense, but they barely know any English. Like Khamzat Chimaev, right? They barely know any English. They found one line that worked for them back in 2018, and they've stuck with that line forever. Smash, brother. This weekend I smash, bro. I don't care, brother. I smash everybody, kill everybody. Yep. Yeah, or Masvidal. Yeah. Violence. Yeah. No, we get it. We get it. You had a good pop from that a while ago. So, to Jamahal Hill, to Alexander Volkanovski, to Colby Covington, to Bobby Green, to all the fighters out there, to Moicano, to the fighters out there that come onto that stage. I know that being on the losing end of a big weekend of shit talking, it must kill you inside. How could it not? But do not apologize and do not feel bad at all, right? This is the game. One guy wins, one guy loses. If it wasn't for you beautiful bastards making the weekend a little bit more entertaining for us, the fans, we might as well have a couple of cardboard signs on the stage spinning in the wind with the same answers facing each other, the same NPC questions and the same NPC answers, just spinning on an empty press conference stage facing each other for the rest of eternity. That is essentially a UFC press conference without you people making it interesting. So Jamaal and the rest of you, thank you. From this small corner of MMA YouTube, on behalf of the fans that still like to be entertained, thank you for trying. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead, leave a like, because it does help push this video out there. It helps it in the bloody YouTube algorithms on the back end and stuff like that. If you really enjoyed this video, and this is like your first time here, second or third time here, if you're one of those people that just pops in and out to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber really means a lot to small YouTube creators like myself. And of course, I'll see you all in the next video.